Here we have an couple angle brackets. One is like this and it's pinned here. Another one is attached here and comes down here and is pinned over here. This one is actually can be considered just a two-force member because if we look at force balance, we know that this force, the reaction force is here and has to go through the pin joint there. So practically we could have made it a straight bar there, but whatever reason it was an angle, which actually is not a very good design if a straight bar would have worked because we're going to get extra stresses in here and stuff. But we have an external load applied here, and we want to figure out what the force acting here and the reaction force where this bracket is this angle bar is connected to the wall. So we can again write our force, our position vectors, and I took C as the origin again. So to B, we have to go minus 240 millimeters to the left, or in the x direction. And to A, we need to go minus 360 millimeters in the x, and minus 90 in the y. And to D, we need to go, it is minus 120 and minus 90, so somewhere down here. So then again, we can write this force. We know the direction has to be from B to D, so it has a magnitude and a direction, and we can get that direction by taking making a unit vector from B to D. So we take the vector to D minus the vector to B, and that gives us a vector from B to D, and then we normalize it to make it a unit vector, and then we get our force with its magnitude and direction. And our reaction force, and then our applied load is in the vertical or the horizontal direction. And then we can simply do force and moment balances on this. And I did moments about here. So again, FBD only shows up in that equation. And we get three equations and three unknowns, and we find that FBD is minus 125 newtons. So that's kind of basically compressing or kind of squeezing this bracket as we'd expect, because this thing needs to be pushing back to keep this from rotating. And then our reaction force over here is actually down in this direction here, so minus 100 newtons in the x and minus 75 in the y. So something like that.